Welcome to the West Wing Week, your guide to everything that's happening at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This week, President Obama spoke directly to the American people about his vision for reducing our debt and bringing down our deficit, based on the values of shared responsibility and shared prosperity, holding town halls in Northern Virginia, Palo Alto, California, and Reno, Nevada. That's April 15th to the 21st, or my old number 23.
My old number. Before Michael Jordan, by the way.
On Monday, April 18th, the Rose Garden was set up for the President's presentation of this year's Commander-in-Chief Trophy to the Air Force Academy Falcons, securing their football bragging rights over the other military branches.
And now that the season's over, these seniors will have to adjust to a very different life as they become part of the finest military that the world has ever known. It won't always be easy. I've heard linemen like Tyler Schoncheck had to drop 40 or 50 pounds in order to fit in an ejection seat for pilot training this summer. Where is this guy? Yeah. That's a big guy.
Denver first, followed by Raleigh, then Dallas, then Indianapolis.
Later that afternoon, the President conducted local television interviews to discuss his vision for bringing down our debt and reducing our deficit. He also expressed concern and condolences for all who've been affected by the severe weather in North Carolina.
I spoke to Governor Perdue yesterday. Obviously, we're all heartbroken by the loss of life, and I expressed to her heartfelt condolences from Michelle and myself for all the families that have been affected. Obviously, those who lost a loved one are feeling this most severely, but if you've lost a home or a business, it's pretty tough as well.
On Tuesday, April 19th, President Obama visited the Northern Virginia Community College Annandale campus to participate in a shared responsibility and shared prosperity town hall to discuss his vision for America's fiscal policy and take questions from students.
My plan does two big things. First, it cuts spending and it brings down the deficit. We all know how important that is. Just like any student on a tight budget, and I'm assuming there are a few students on a tight budget here. Let's see a show of hands. Any students on a tight budget? Yeah. I've been there. Just like you, America has to start living within its means.
Later that afternoon, the President met with senior administration officials, leaders in business, organized labor, and law enforcement, and a bipartisan group of elected officials to discuss the importance of fixing the broken immigration system for our nation's 21st century economic and security needs. He also talked about how we can work together to foster a constructive national conversation on this important issue as we work in bipartisan fashion in Congress to find common ground. On Wednesday, April 20th, President Obama traveled to Northern California, where he held a second town hall on fiscal responsibility at Facebook headquarters in Palo Alto.
This is twice that you wore a jacket and a tie.
Oh, you are the president.
I am grateful.
Cheryl and I were messaging from Air Force One.
Yes.
I think you made her year.
You did.
So it was pretty awesome.
Trying to look cool.
I don't know. I don't think you have to pretend that that's
I know.
cool.
Using Facebook's social networking platform, the President was able to take questions from interested folks online, as well as from the in-person audience of employees and innovators.
This format and this company, I think, is an ideal means for us to be able to carry on this conversation. And as Mark mentioned, obviously we're having a very serious debate right now about the future direction of our country.
Last Wednesday, President Obama laid out his plan to put our nation on a more responsible fiscal trajectory, while continuing to make smart investments needed to create jobs and grow our economy. On Thursday, April 21st, President Obama traveled to Reno, Nevada to hold a third Shared Responsibility and Shared Prosperity Town Hall at Electrotherm Incorporated, a renewable energy company. The President took the opportunity to take a look around and speak with workers about the importance of our country living within our means and making shared sacrifices in order to rein in the deficit and meet the tough challenges of the future.
And for a long time, Washington acted like that rule didn't apply to the federal government. A lot of folks promised us a free lunch. We had a surplus in 2000. We had a surplus a decade ago. But we cut taxes, including for millionaires and billionaires. We fought 2 wars. We created a new prescription drug plan, and we didn't pay for any of it. Didn't pay for any of it, just put it on the credit card. Well, as the saying goes, it turns out there is no such thing as a free lunch.
To find out more information on any of these topics or to see complete videos of these events, go to whitehouse.gov. And thanks again for checking out your West Wing Week.
Push it. Good work. Whew. Good job. Nice. That's my partner.
That's West Wing Week.